The weight of our stories often settles solemnly on a single person. All tales begin neither at their beginning nor their end. Such is the state of the stories we encounter in the intricate threads of the aether. Grand, magnificent, and unfathomable. Our candle-keeper is the weaver of this cosmic loom, guiding the needle of fate through the tapestry of the expanse. Here in this realm do we journey through limitless possibilities and singular dreams. Welcome, kindred spirits, to the aether. Welcome to the worlds beyond the obsidian veil.
Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, and I'm playing a man and his wife. If you don't know this channel, this is Shadows of Arconia. We run a number of games here. On Friday nights, we do our ongoing stories, which we play in Worlds Without Number, and right now, Cities Without Number for one more session this week. And then on Mondays, like tonight, we have our Tales from the Backlog show, where we play all sorts of games, including this one made by that guy 2 spaces over there. Max, tell us about tonight. Hey, Max, Patty's saying no sound? No sound from you? Couldn't tell you why. I'm gonna check it out. Call audio. Dang it. All right. So, this is gonna be an awesome edit. Max, tell us about tonight.
Oh my word. Let's see if I still have that same energy. From Wayfarers to the world that was. There we go. To the last inhabitable city where mysteries unfold and the dread of natural catastrophes pushes mankind into the brink of madness as they do the worst they can to survive. Welcome to Beyond the Stars. My name is Maxwell Durbanton, the creator of the Beyond series, having played our full TTRPG, The Obsidian Veil, here as well at Tales from the Backlog. Tonight is the conclusion of our 3-parter in one of the 2 light versions of the game. Beyond the Light is one that I am currently refining, whereas Beyond the Stars is one that I'm still working on, trying to figure out all the nuances of a sci-fi fantasy world that I can bring to you. But yeah, the light versions do away with the action points from the Obsidian Veil. It's also classless, which pushes more of a narrative focus to the gameplay. I'm very excited to conclude this tale with all of you, one of family, which is always a brilliant little focus. But before we go into our stories, we are going to level up. Now, the last game, Ophelia did not roll enough successful rolls to warrant a level up. However, because this is our last game with Beyond the Stars, we're going to level up. Also, welcome Cindy. Cindy is going to be joining us tonight as a soldier for not Aeronautics Associates, for the Omegas, helping out Ophelia in their mission to overtake the tower. Cindy, your character is also someone that can level up. I'm going to allow you guys to level up too. So how level up works, every 3 successful rolls, you gain path tokens. After 10 path tokens, you can upgrade your action die or your adventure die. After 15 path tokens, you can purchase a new personal flavor, a new talent leaning into your mutant side, your anomaly. However, if you do lean into your personal flavor, there is a chance for a mutation. So do be aware of that if you are leaning to purchase your personal flavor. So we'll start off with Steve here. Steve, you are going to be upgrading 2. Are you going to be upgrading one of your attributes, or are you going to be upgrading your adventure die or purchasing a personal flavor?
I'm gonna update my body.
Okay.
Upgrade my body from D4 to D6, just 1 die. Is that
Yeah,
how that works?
just 1.
Okay. All right, and you said 2 things?
Yeah, 2 things.
I'm also going to upgrade control.
Beautiful.
So I will now have no attributes lower than a D6.
Gotcha. And just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna give you a personal flavor just because I want to do the mutation roll. But so click on purchase
Oh, I don't even have that thing open. I'm playing off screenshots.
Oh, then that is okay. If you have the book at all,
let me just get that link. It is up here somewhere.
it is on page 2. And while you're doing that, we'll move on to Cindy here. Cindy, you will be able to purchase 2 or upgrade 2 of anything that you wish.
Okay. I'm thinking body and shoot.
Brilliant. And then same thing with you. I am going to have you grab 1 more personal flavor. So in the second top quadrants, there should be a purchase a new personal flavor button. Click on that.
It is
Now,
clicked.
What did you get?
You can teleport to a location you can see. That's
Really?
handy.
That is handy.
Ooh, we got a couple of teleporters. I rolled 1. Well, I used the sheet, but it says you have a keen eye to those that are not there. You can see invisibility.
Brilliant. Okay, so we'll start off with Steve rolling this save. You are going to roll a luck save, so your adventure die versus your body. On a failure, you're going to be rolling a d20 on a mutation table. So roll me the...
What is a failure? My adventure die versus my own body. Which one?
If your luck is below, that's actually a brilliant question. Something that I need to refine. If your adventure die is lower than your body.
Okay, so I will. My adventure die is currently a D6. I'll say the green one is the adventure die. So I got 4 on my adventure die and 3 on my body.
And 3 on your body. So you succeeded. So you do not mutate. You're okay.
Sick.
All right, Cindy, your adventure die versus your body.
Okay. All right. My adventure die rolled a 6 and body rolled a 7.
Okay, so that is a failure. Roll me a d20.
Well, this give me a d20 right here? Yeah, cool. Oh, that can't be right. Let me get something else.
Did it explode?
I don't think 29 is part of it.
No, it probably exploded on you. My character generator has a built-in roller for those of you that are looking to use character generator, but it automatically explodes to kind of keep with the exploding themes.
So I got a 3.
You got a 3. Okay. You have thick fur. It coats your entire body. You cannot get cold. So that is your mutation.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, let's jump into the game. Thank you for leveling up. So, in our last game, Ophelia, having had many run-ins with her family, finding out that one of her sons, I believe it was Matt. No, Matt is the good guy. Mike is the one associated with the biker gang, or the car gang. Went to an illegal car racing event, in which during that scene was taken by the military to an unknown location. Obviously worried for her family, for wanting safety for her own kin, Ophelia sought out the people that might have done this, entangling herself in the web of mysteries surrounding Aeronautics Associates, as she met with Carmen, one of the people trying to draw her into their association. Not association, sorry. Carmen was with the Omegas, who was trying to draw her into that organization. Finally, seizing the chance to meet with Carmen after finding out that Mike was operating with the Omegas. In a series of events following a tunnel system down in the sewers, Ophelia finally met with the lead honcho, the underking of the Undercity, President Pictoris, who was reported dead about 10 years ago or so. So it was interesting to see him alive, but now working with the Omegas to fight against the previous vice president, now President Eon, in his association with whatever backing he has with Aeronautics Associates. But we left off with Ophelia and crew looking at blueprints, trying to figure out their next steps in going over to the sister location of Aeronautics Associates to take over that or invade that building, telling Ophelia that in the next couple days they will be doing this. So Ophelia, you do have 2 days to do this. But before we focus in on Ophelia and the 2 days before going to the sister location, we are going to have a little flashback, or a little cut to Lorcan. Lorcan.
Yo.
Caged in a darkened room. Flickering fluorescent light. Kind of stuttering here and there. Illuminates what looks like a chamber full of cryopods as far as your eyes can see. Next to you, a humming and a steady click, a tick of some unknown machinery works beside you. 3 people operate on this lab workbench, microscopes, and a bunch of different scientific materials scattered throughout. Jargon kind of just spilling from their mouth as they're kind of passing along notes and just a bunch of equipment back and forth to one another. And you feel physically weakened. There's been a lot of genetic testing. Some of it you've been in and out for. You've been phasing in and out of reality, back at the moon, searching the ruins of a tower, as well as searching along or being awake at the station where they have cut into portions of your body to take out blood samples, take out plasma, a bunch of fluids kind of just hanging around you. You see in this horrific array, you're being kept alive. You don't have any limbs. And as you kind of just look about, you're realizing that you're just a skeleton. Your heart held in place by mechanisms where it should be, but you're flayed open, kept alive, hanging.
Well,
I think we're gonna have to dig in deeper. You hear Jean say, I think we're close. Wait, no. It's exactly here. They point to a microscope where Gregory is. I think we found it. From the shadows.
I was hoping I wouldn't hear from these guys anymore.
From the shadows, his silhouette is constantly appearing and disappearing within the darkness of the cryopod room. He's walking on a cane. You've seen his face before. He's been in countless interviews. It's President Eon, the current president. And he walks over to where the research is, nods. I want this, and points over to the cryopods, to be injected into all of them. Are we allowed to ask why we're doing this? Asks Jolene. You see an old wrinkled smile just flash across President Eon. They think that beyond the dome there is nothing but a blighted land. For the most part, it is true. Only anomalies can survive outside the dome. I want to make sure that all of us have a fair chance in taking over our Earth from these anomalies. It is unfair. It is unfair, and points over to you, Lorcan, that people like you, anomalies. Yeah, one of your hand is still operational as you just flip him off.
I'll go for both just in case he's on the other side.
Just says, people like you can survive and thrive like parasites in our last city.
I know I probably can't talk from in here, but I'm just thinking he's calling me a parasite. But I'm the one that's been sucked open and been cut open and having stuff sucked out of me. Mm-hmm. So who's the real parasite?
Within this room, this darkened room, somewhere far away, the sound of an explosion sounds as the room immediately starts to flash red with the warning systems that are installed in here. You see President Eon just look at you, Lorcan. No doubt it's his wife. Do yourselves a favor. Clean up every single mess. Wipe every single data that you can that you're able to before they come in here and kill you. And looks over to you, Lorcan. Let him be the first to to face his own experiment. And he grabs
Just in case he's British.
he grabs a syringe and plunges it into your heart and squeezes it in. And that's where we're going to flash back to Ophelia.
Well, how did it get to my heart? I thought I was in a cryo tube.
You are not in cryo tube. You are basically being hung, kind of suspended in midair. Kind of your body
serial killer
wide open. Yeah.
All right. By the way, I just noticed the points here are set to 4. They're supposed to reset, right?
Yes, they reset to 0. Gorgeous. So Ophelia driving home. Actually, one of the Omegas that President Victorious sent with you is driving you home. Cindy, as you are kind of looking in the rear view mirror, what is the glimpse of the person that we see? Who do we see looking back at the mirror, looking back at Ophelia? What does your character look like?
Well, apparently I'm pretty hairy. I have 2 sets of teeth. So I probably look pretty beastly. Probably looks pretty strange with that mesh armor on. All poofed out in the arms there at the end. Probably have dark eyes. Suppose I look pretty wolfish or like Wolfman, like the old movies.
Yeah.
Without the snout.
Brilliant.
I imagine it's probably dark hair, like black or something.
Yeah. So you do have 2 days here to kind of cover your tracks, state the or wrap up anything that you need to wrap up with family, or purchase anything that you would like before you head off on your mission. To you, Zara, as is your character's name, the briefing that you got, this removed from Ophelia. So Ophelia, you never heard this. You were told a couple of things going into this mission. One, that you will be following and watching Ophelia everywhere she goes. You'll be aiding her in her mission to infiltrate the sister location of Aeronautics Associates. Your task while inside the tower is to find something incriminating against Aeronautics Associates that links them to President Eon, as well as find a girl, Alpha. As many of your people know, she was the first reported mutant anomaly who can specifically tell the future. President Victorious wants to use her to turn the tide of war for the Omegas. So that is specifically your task. But for right now, you're driving Ophelia in this beat up, dirty van. It's an older model that was from the old world.
Okay.
Yeah, so in case you didn't watch last week's Zara, I am bald because it's easier than doing my hair, and I am dressed like I didn't expect to leave the house because that's how I always dress. And that's it for Ophelia. That and a rifle.
All right.
Oh, I guess I do have the suit that lets me teleport, but that's probably under my sweatpants.
So after several, probably up to like 4 hours driving from the industrial district over to the residential blocks, because I'm assuming, Ophelia, you're leading Zara back to your place.
Sure, I gotta go check in on my other kid and make sure he's not dead or captured.
Fair enough.
The Rebel Alliance said they were sending 2 guys to guard him, but who knows? So yeah, we're gonna go in. Are there guys there when I get there?
Yeah, there's a probably about a couple blocks up. It's not as inconspicuous as they probably hope to be, being that it is broad daylight. It is way more obvious, but there is a limo a couple blocks down the street, taking up a huge portion of the parking right outside a couple of homes. But they're there watching the house.
All right. Question: does this society still use any form of hard currency?
They do, in the sense that it's kind of just decoration at this point. It's mostly just through trade, if that's something that a buyer would like to have with them. So you can trade it, but mostly it's electronic through credits.
Okay. I want to go get Matt
Mm-hmm.
and get some money that is not digital and take him to a hotel and pay cash.
All right. He's all freaked out, asking you a bunch of questions, specifically on the ride there. Who are they? Points over to Zara.
Oh, that's Zara.
I'll smile with my 2 rows of teeth.
He
Hey,
just
kid.
presses his.
How old's your kid? Is he like an adult or?
He's an adult. He's
He's younger than the other one, though. He's probably 17, 18.
yeah.
Okay, so hey, kid. Give him a big toothy smile.
Mom, is this an anomaly?
No, this is a person.
But they look, no offense, where are we going?
Is there anything invisible around here? I'm gonna keep asking that.
In the car, no. In the
Okay.
car, even looking outside. Actually, outside there are a few surveillance drones, mostly set up by the local government, just to keep their eye out on any suspicious people. Those are cloaked, so you do see them every now and again just flying by the residential blocks, and kind of just doing a general scan of the area.
Okay, so I already had the ability to sense nearby arcana, and now I can also see invisibility. So I think if anyone's spying on us right now, I will know. I think is how that set of powers turns out.
Yes.
But I'm taking him to a hotel, and first of all, at the front desk, I'm going to make as though all 3 of us are staying.
Okay.
And then I'll check him in, I'll pay cash, and I'll tell him, don't leave, no watching porn.
He turns visibly red at the mention of that. And
You
says,
know it'll be on the bill if you do.
"Are you serious? I mean, what?"
Yeah, okay. Read a book.
Roll me. This is going to be roll me a couple things. One, this will be a lead notice check. This is just going to be a single one for your ride from home to a motel.
What's the dread?
We'll say it's a standard D6 at the moment.
D6, okay. I won that 3-2.
Brilliant. You do probably about a quarter of the way there. You do see that the surveillance drones that you saw earlier that were scanning the residential blocks start to follow your car at a distance. So you are being followed.
Okay. I would like to try to evade them before we arrive at the hotel.
Yeah, because Zara is driving.
Okay.
I'm going to have Zara roll me a controlled drive check, specifically oriented to kind of lose them in...
Okay.
Yeah.
What? And the dread is...
Still a D6.
Okay.
So you're rolling your control versus that D6.
Okay, so I got that one, 5-4.
Okay. Yeah. There is an area where there's a lot of unhoused people. There is a similar looking van that is parked off to the side over an area of unturned roadway that you can kind of just park behind. Ophelia, kind of looking out the window, you see that the surveillance cameras circle the two vans for a second. Getting confused, they drift away, not really caring as they focus on the unhoused people before drifting away further south. So you were able to use them before heading out. This is about halfway. When you reach there, this is going to be Spirit. Ophelia, you're going to be mostly leading this against, still a D6 for this.
Okay. And this is for what?
This is specifically for speaking with the motel person just in case they might sense something off. Specifically looking at Zara, if they come with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll definitely be following along.
Yeah, I was going to bring Zara in. I have failed that.
Okay.
What was that new push mechanic you just made up?
Brilliant question. So, if you want to basically re-roll, you would need to spend 2 teamwork points because this is a failure. It is going to be 1 teamwork point. However, because I do want to use this push mechanic, let's
I'm sure we'll have a chance to use it later. Right now, how about we get the teamwork point because we didn't have it to spend anyway.
Brilliant. Okay, so they nod. They take the credits. We'll say for the 3 of you, it'll be 120 credits for the room.
Okay.
This is 120 per night. They do seem suspicious towards you, but it could just be it is a very prejudiced motel owner, so there might be nothing that comes out of it. There might be something that comes out of it. Who knows? But Matt takes up a room, and the 2 of you have the rest of the day and a half to do whatever you like.
Right. Slight retcon. Well, not necessarily a retcon, but I didn't actually say it. The bodyguards that were watching the house, I would have allowed them to follow us so they can keep watching out for Matt.
And they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So that's handled. That's really all I had to do.
Okay. Any supplies you would like to get before heading into the tower or heading towards tower?
Yeah. There was some kind of heal-a-majig that I used last time.
Yeah. So there are supplements and depressants. Depressants will remove your trauma, while supplements will basically increase your stress by a d4.
How many can I get?
You can get. Roll me. This will be a lead versus a d6. The difference of a successful roll will basically be how many you can find.
2. 5 to 3.
Okay. 2, and these will be 30 credits each, so 60 credits.
Inconsequential. So these are supplements that I'm getting?
Yeah, these are supplements that you're getting if you're looking to increase your stress.
Cool. Yeah, so that'll help us out, I guess. I can't think of anything else I might need. Maybe a backup weapon. I've already got a ranged and a melee.
I just have a spear, so I kind of would like.
Yeah, this one's on me. So hey, let's get Zara a weapon.
Yeah. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a ranged weapon? Are you looking for toolkits? Melee weapons?
Probably ranged.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to roll me a d20.
Okay. 13.
13. Okay. You are able to find a recoilless sniper. This is a sniper rifle with recoil suppression. It does cost 250 credits. The range while using this weapon is far. So whenever you're in combat, you need to be in the far range in order to shoot it. It is two-handed, and the damage modifier is +3, and it uses your shoot die.
Okay. +3. All right.
Brilliance.
And how much was that?
That was 250.
Okay. Yeah, I'm buying that.
Appreciate that, boss.
Well, I appreciate you using it to help me save my family.
Great. So the next day and a half is mostly a slow burn of anxiety and trying to kind of just go over what the plan was. Zara, you mostly go over your the notes for the blueprints and continue writing out that you need to find something incriminating against aeronautics linking to President Eon, as well as finding this girl named Alpha. If there's any interaction the two of you would like to do while you're kind of waiting within Ophelia's house, you can. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next scene.
I guess this could be an in-character question, but what are Zara's pronouns?
Oh, she, her.
Okay. I caught.
It'd be hard to tell with all that fur, I guess.
Yeah, I caught my kid saying they, so I was like, oh, I don't know. All right. Other than that, I think we just hang out and shoot the shit until it's time to go get in a war.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably.
The night prior to leaving Neon City, there's a lot of drinking and kind of just a lot of trying to reduce the stress that's building up within you. Before the morning comes, you get into the dirtied van and head off to Neon City.
And
now,
Neon this van.
it's their version of incognito. But yeah, Neon City is a tapestry of luminescence woven from the very fabric of technology. Each neon sign is not just a beacon, but a storyteller narrating tales of dreams and desperations. Its skyscrapers, veined with the glow of countless lives, stand as a monument to progress and plight alike. Here, the digital and the physical merge, creating a pulsating heart at the core of the city, broken only by the irradiated Mason River. This is a place where the future is not just lived in, it is made. You're driving to the tower, as it is colloquially known. Wow, I cannot say that word for the life of me. Anyway, uh, you know that just ahead of you in traffic, man, is a whole skirmish army manned with a heavy arsenal of deadly weapons. The anomalies, the mutants of the Undercity, ready to go to war with Aeronautics Associates.
Max, in the middle of your last sentence there, you suddenly got quite a bit quieter. Did something happen to your mic?
Maybe I got further. Testing.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It was just
Okay.
a little noticeable.
Yeah, but as you cross the Mason's Bridge, entering the Neon City, an unexpected downpour begins to flood the streets. Many taking to smaller cafes or hiding beneath awnings to hide away from the rain. From here, you see many notable buildings, from Hacker Co-op, an oasis of natural beauty in a steel jungle nestled between Metropolis and 8th Street, to a rooftop garden known for its forefront of autonomous mobility, standing out under the watchful eyes of surveillance drones in the heart of Central Plaza. Neon City is a beast of a city, large with confusing streets. But, Zara, you have driven here before, kind of in preparation for this upcoming war. You drive towards the tower, hidden in a dilapidated area of the Red Zone district of Neon City. The gritty area is made more ominous by the looming Aeronautics Associates tower, overlooking a rusted bridge, its silhouette casting a shadow over the irradiated bay below, a testament to mankind's ambition turned folly. The building, a fusion of retrofuturistic design and decaying Art Deco, stands as a stark reminder of the world that was. Its one shimmering facade now tarnished by the passage of time, housing secrets and dangers in equal measure. You were told to wait behind an alley on the southern end of the building. The western end will begin their attack. Is there anything you're doing before we enter combat?
What are we supposed to be doing? What's the plan?
Are we in the lead here, or
You're specifically waiting for that big boom that will be occurring on the western end of the building.
and then we're going in incognito, kind of?
Yeah, on the southern alleyway.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and when you're driving through the alleyway, you see a door that's above a small stairway that is open, where 3 guards are engrossed in a conversation, leaning against the rail, smoking cigarettes. You would know, Zara, that many of these people in here have dated key slots. They have a key card for key slot mechanisms to open up several of the doors. These are probably guards specifically for unlocking the outside barrier going into the tower. So, however you wish to approach these 3 guards before there is a skirmish, you may do that. But we will be entering a skirmish battle here in a second, which will determine later scenes.
Okay. Yeah, so the only thing I would want to do in advance is just scope out for if we're being watched or if there's any traps or anything. I do sense Arcana and see invisibility, but I'm also just going to use like my regular human eyeballs and see if there are any surprises waiting for us.
I'll ask for a lead notice check for this against a dread d6.
I'll do that. That's quite a failure. That's 1 to 5.
Not that you can see. There are gates, but the gate that you did drive through was already cut off by one of the members of the Omegas before. The wire fencing specifically just melted to allow the passage of several cars. So you did take that route before heading off to the southern alleyway.
Okay.
So can we see it kind of inside that door a bit?
Not in the not where you're at. If you do approach closer, the guards will notice you.
Okay. There goes that idea. Okay. Just thinking about flanking them by teleporting behind them and then right in front of them on the steps, but if we can't see, then we can't get there, right? Think about if we teleport right in front of them and then catch them by surprise.
Why not teleport right past them?
I have to be able to see the spot. I don't know about you.
I don't, but if they're...
So if you don't, then you could teleport past them, and I could teleport right up on them.
Yeah, we could do that, but what I'm trying to figure out is how to not fight these guys. Like, can we teleport to a place that we can see but they can't? In order to just bypass them.
Maybe higher up on a fire escape, maybe? Is there fire escape going, further up?
There is, so if the doorway is here and the guards are right here, you guys are kind of in this location right here, kind of driving up. They haven't spotted you yet. You're kind of turning around from a corner. There is two trash or dumpsters right next to them, kind of, I'll say, far from them. So if you want to attempt to teleport over there, further from that, there is a fire escape leading to the second or the first level of the building. But should you attempt to climb it, that is in the eyesight of one of the guards whose back is kind of to you guys and looking at two of his buddies.
I see. What do you think? Could also try to distract them by sending the van down the alley by itself.
Yeah. So, Max, the short version of all of that is there's not really a place we can teleport to that none of them can see.
You can try and actually, Ophelia, you can probably do this easily since you don't need to see where you're going. But you can teleport behind the trash cans, the dumpsters.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do just one of us. The idea was for both of us to just go past and not fight them, but if Zara can't, then I guess we're fighting. Let's run them over with the car.
Brilliant. And as you are preparing to do that, stepping on the gas, that is when you hear the loud explosion. We are going to shift the scene to a skirmish. Now, the skirmish rules are still being a work in progress, but since we are playtesting, let's try it out. Okay. So, each army starts with 2 actions. Each action costs 1, or each action does done whether it's striking, parrying, or attempting to frighten their opponents, cost 1 action, and then actions reset at the beginning of the round. So typical combat scene scenario. Our armies can either strike, so that is a dread die versus the opponent's dread die. They can parry to grant them a protected condition. The protected condition allows them to pulling it up right here in the protected condition increases their defend by 1 step. So their dread for that one scenario is increased from, as an example, a D4 to a D6. Or they can attempt to frighten the opponent, making them vulnerable, so decreasing their dread die by a step. To determine the stress of the armies, we are going to be rolling a 2d12. So Cindy and Steve roll 2d12.
Both of us?
Yes. So
All right.
we'll have Cindy going for the Omegas.
Okay.
Let's do it this way. 2d12. Ooh, that's 5.
Okay.
7.
And 7. Okay. This is going to be a short scene. Love it. Okay. So for the the highest rolled army receives a dread d6. So aeronautics has a dread d6. So Steve, you're rolling with a d6.
Okay.
And the lowest rolled army receives a dread d4. So Cindy, you are rolling with a dread d4.
Okay.
When an army is depleted to 0, the army loses. This scene is basically happening while Ophelia and Zara are within the tower, so the result is going to come back later. But we're going to be resolving it now.
Okay.
Sweet. So for initiative, the lowest dread goes first in the combat scene. So the Omegas are going first. So Cindy, you are playing for the Omegas. You have the option for to just do a regular strike, dread versus dread. You can reaction to parry, granting you the protected condition, or you can frighten them to give them the vulnerable condition. Yep.
Let's try frighten.
Okay. I am going to need a this is going to be a dread save for Aeronautics Associates, which Steve, you're playing for. Mm-hmm. So that is going to be a dread d6 versus that dread d4. On a failure, you have the vulnerable condition.
Well, I probably failed. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Cindy, what did you roll for your dread d4? Same mechanism.
It's 3. I actually failed.
The Omegas succeeded. Mostly due to the surprise attack nature of the combat here. There is one of the Omegas very dedicated to the cause. They mostly have the power to explode things, but they need to be touching something for it to happen. They haven't been using their powers for the reason that they're afraid that they are going to explode themselves. They take it upon themselves to step into the rink and basically ignite themselves, exploding a huge portion of the wall. In this scenario, as the explosion occurs and blows off the side, the citizens within the tower, Aeronautics Associates, are frightened, so they are vulnerable for this scene. So your dread die moves down from a d6 to a d4.
Copy that.
And Cindy, you do have one more action with the Omegas. What would you like them to do?
Okay, I would like them to strike.
Brilliant. So that is going to be a dread d4. Steve, roll me a dread d6. Or, sorry, a dread d4 as well.
Mine's d4 as well. I got a 2.
Okay.
I also... Wait. Yeah, I also got a 2.
Okay. So that is just minimum damage of 1. So Aeronautics is at 6 stress currently. Brilliant. So stealing themselves, collecting themselves from the wreckage of the western wall being blown inward. Aeronautics Associates, it is your turn. What are they doing?
Striking.
Brilliant. Taking out those guns and shooting.
I've rolled a 2.
Your dread goes back to its normal dread d6, by the way.
Oh, wow, you got to re-roll then.
Because you used the dread d4 before.
I've rolled a 2.
Okay. Cindy, roll the dread d4.
Okay. Also rolled a 2.
Okay.
So put these 2s.
Minimum damage. Brilliant.
Okay.
One of your the Omegas is taken down by a headshot, and it is full-blown war. You do have another action for Aeronautics Associates.
Shooting them again.
Brilliant.
3 this time.
A 2 again.
Oof. Okay. The Omegas currently have about 13 of their people. Sorry, 30 of their people still up. 60 of Aeronautics Associates are still pressing in.
Okay.
Omegas, it is your turn.
Okay, the Megas are going to strike.
Brilliant.
And that's against the dread of D6, correct?
Yes, we're having Steve roll the Dread D6. You're rolling the Dread D6.
Oh, correct. I forgot. Okay. I'll roll that. Oh my gosh. I rolled a 1.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah. They're building up some barricades as you launch your some of your strongest fighters to present a lot of their powers against the Aeronautics Associates. But with shields up and ready, there is a shimmer against the hole where the explosion was, as many of the powers kind of just bounce off. Okay, that area is right now quarantined. You can, if you want, to save your last action in hopes to parry, granting you the protected condition on whatever strike Aeronautics Associates has against you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, was do that
Okay.
action.
So your dread now goes up to a d6. It is Aeronautics Associates' turn.
I am going to shoot at them. I've rolled a 5. Oh, how's that parry work?
Yeah.
Yeah, the parry just increases their dread by a step.
Gotcha.
So now
Okay, so
dread d6.
roll. I also rolled a 5.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want Aeronautics to win.
They just might though.
Not good.
But it is Aeronautics' turn again.
Well, I'm shooting again, but I only rolled a 1 this time.
Okay.
And I am back down to
A d4.
a D4. Okay. 7.
Brilliant. You bring up a lot of your defensive people to come up. Their shields are more ethereal than the machines that Aeronautics Associates is using to protect themselves, as they kind of stand at the forefront to protect themselves against whatever encroaching damage that was, as a huge explosion blows off, protected against that barrier. Omegas, it is your turn. Current standing is 6 and 2. 2 with the Omegas, 6 with Aeronautics.
Okay. You know what? Let's just do or die. Let's strike.
I'm surprised there hasn't been an explosion yet.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh. Sheesh. Okay.
Oh, right. I got to roll too. I've rolled a 6 and a 1. 7.
Damn. Well. Nothing. It's a standoff at the moment. You do have another action.
Well, this is good because it needs to be a distraction. And distractions
true.
have to last.
True. Okay. Can I do the... What is the frighten?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So that'll be a save against your Dread D4.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
You've probably noticed I'm literally doing nothing except attacking. This is my strategy to win. That's a 3.
Dang, I rolled another 1.
And that is all it took for Aeronautics Associates to take down this portion of the resistance against the Omegas. As hours later, there's cleanup, but we will get to that ending later. So, flashing back to the explosion back at the southern alleyway, as you're driving to hit the guards. Actually, we'll cut to the guards beneath your car. Dead and bodies just crunched beneath the gray van.
Dope.
The door is open, so you can head in. Now, I told Steve this, Cindy, but tonight will be a tower crawl.
Okay.
I will be reading off every entrance, and then what you will basically have to do is choose the paths that I give you. You can search the rooms. I have a wandering encounter, so I will be rolling a d10 right next to me. On a 1, you will be facing a random wandering encounter.
Okay.
The briefing that you basically got before coming in was to take down the cameras, 1, as well as the power system, 2. The power system is in the basement area, so you will have to eventually find yourself down in the basement of the tower, and then the cameras are in the first floor, or the ground floor, of which you are currently in. So,
Okay.
I
assume I grabbed those key cards.
Yes. You really only need one specific right now to open up the back entrance. During the portion where they were gunning to fight you before you ran them over, the door did close. The key card, you can just insert the black box, turning from red to green, the door hissing open. You walk into a dimly lit, spacious lobby with sleek, abandoned reception desk that fills this area. Flickering screens and digital pamphlets show the Marlowe 5, this beautiful ship, sleek black with star, with solar sails. That's calling to anomalies and citizens of the last city alike to explore space. Around the room, flickering holograms cycle through old messages and warnings related to anomalies and the future of mankind to sail beyond the stars. Now I'm rolling this d10. Okay. You are okay as of right now, but you are currently heading down a hallway. There is a door up ahead. Off to your left, there is an elevator. Yeah, so there's a doorway up, a hallway with a door up ahead, or off to your right, an elevator that you can take.
Okay. I don't know any important information on this receptionist. Probably not. But maybe some. Well, I already have schematics, don't I?
Yeah, we had them at the meeting.
Yeah.
You have rough schematics of that. There are basically 4 main areas to this tower. The basement that is powered by an unknown system. Ground floor that's mostly for welcoming people in, the workers. There is the first floor, which is mostly for innovation, cubicles, and then the second floor that you have no idea what is there.
Okay.
I'll have someone roll me a lead listen check.
What is your lead?
Mine is a D6.
Okay, mine's the same. You go ahead.
Current dread is D6.
Alrighty. So that is, yeah, I didn't win that one. 5-2.
All right. Never mind. What is your decision? Are you going straight ahead down the hallway or going to the elevator?
I think straight ahead for now. I'd like to look for a staircase rather than the elevator.
Right, I'd rather not get trapped in an elevator either.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only getting trapped, but also they can probably track the elevator.
Yeah, exactly. Both.
Really? From where you're at, you do hear the distant sounds of gunshots and explosions in the western hall. If you're looking for an staircase, I will need someone to roll me a lead survival check to basically navigate it.
I'll do that. I've rolled 1 against 3. Can I spend 2 of those points to bump it up?
Yes, you
Yeah, let's do that.
may.
There we go.
Okay, so that is meet and beat. So you're going down a couple of the corridors, heading to kind of just following like an exit route, where you do end up finding the access to the stairwell. It is currently locked, but with the key card that you have, you're able to unlatch it. Before, right behind you, you hear keys jingling as a door off to the left side of where you're standing opens up. A guard, kind of listening to his headphones, comes out, looks to you, and immediately starts to reach for his gun.
Well, the thing about that is I'm now behind him.
Okay. You do have another action in this turn. So that was one action to Bamf behind him.
Here comes my retracting cyber claws to his neck.
Gorgeous. His dread is a D4.
His dread's a D4. My strike's a D8. with an advantage D4 from the claws. Okay, I rolled 5. His dread's a D4, you said?
Correct.
Okay, 5 to 3.
Okay. They mostly, I mean, it's a gash where his neck is, and he immediately holds it. He's still not dead, but he's kind of like reaching for another section of his vest. Zara, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I've been carrying my sniper rifle, so I'm just going to hit him in the head with the butt of that. Is that
Okay.
going to be like a D4?
Yeah, this is going to be a D4 against that dread D4.
Okay. My goodness. So I can miss him right in front of me, apparently.
He does. After getting slashed on the neck, as you walk forward to bash him in the head, he does seem to dodge it. You maneuvering it in a way as to not hit Ophelia. You do, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry. You only have one action, right? Because you're.
Yes, I only have one.
Okay. So it is the guard's turn. Who reaches into his into a pocket in his vest and breathes something in. You see his veins kind of jutting out. You see his skin closing as gills begin to appear. And he straightens up his back as if he's about ready to transform into something else, but he's more fish-like in appearance. And he kind of just stands there like dumbfounded, healed up, but kind of just shocked that it's not anything more powerful, and then goes to his gun. Who are you? Freeze!
Who's he pointing it at?
He's kind of like pointing it back and forth between you and Zara. You're not supposed to be in here. You're with them, aren't you? With the Omegas.
Nah. I'm gonna kill this guy now.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just doing 2 strikes. Ooh. What's it mean if my strike die and my advantage D4 both explode?
So continue to to roll it. Whatever is the highest is
Okay.
what you're taking.
Okay, it might actually be the D4. The D8 stops at 10.
Okay.
They both stopped at 10. What's this guy's dread now?
His dread is still a D4.
Okay. I thought it might have gone up when he turned into a fish. He rolled a 1.
He is dead. As you slash his arm where he's holding the gun, and then immediately impale his chest as he slumps over, dead. Okay.
Well, we didn't need that guy. Cindy, you have a shadow that's been slowly moving across.
Yeah,
the
it is
floor.
getting darker and darker here. Let me see if this is better.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Not much. Not much. After the break, I'll get something better.
Okay.
I'll
Well, now I
something
can
better.
see half of you at least.
Yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
Not summer yet. Soon it'll be 24/7 sun.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Sweet. With access to the stairwell, you now have access to go down to the basement, the first floor, or the first floor. There's no access to the second floor.
Is there a convenient locker or a large crate we can dump this guy's body into?
Yeah.
That
There
would
is.
be handy, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a facilities room that you can go in and throw his body in a freezer where
Great.
there's
Great.
ice.
And does he have any more drugs or weapons that we can steal?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yes, actually, thank you for asking. Roll me 2d10. I'm sorry, 2d20.
Oh, 2d20. All right. Six and 20.
Okay, so he does have combat armor on him, which is advantage d10 with one action. And sorry, what was the other number?
I rolled 6 and 20.
20. He does have a camo poncho, so advantage to stealth while in forested areas. And just because I think you might need it, I'm gonna throw you I'm looking. No, actually, I'm not going to throw it to you. That's what you find. You find camo poncho as well as the combat armor.
Sorry, you want a poncho?
I mean, stinky fur is gross, right? Good for rain.
I guess. Sure. Yeah, you can have it.
Nobody wants to smell like wet dog.
The armor I have is already better than the combat armor, so I don't know if you want that.
I'm already wearing that, so.
Well, free poncho then. Let's move on.
Sweet. Are you going to the basement or the first floor? You do know that the camera room is in the ground floor if you're trying to look for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should definitely like loop the cameras or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For
let's
sure.
let's
So-
look for the cameras.
Okay.
Well, what about that room he just came out of?
Oh yeah.
Does that indicate that that's a guard room or anything?
Going in there, it is a bathroom.
Oh.
Okay.
That is why he is not with everyone else.
Makes sense. Do we find the camera room? Do we need to roll something or what?
Yeah. It will go. From where you're at, you'll be going down a hallway into area 3, which is the camera room.
Okay.
So across a few doors, a bank of monitors offers a glimpse into nearly every corner of the tower. Shutting it down or manipulating the feed can provide significant tactical advantages, but you will need to hack into it in order to access it, unless you're just wanting to destroy the room to ensure that all the systems are powered off.
No, I don't think we should destroy the room. I think we should try to loop the cameras because we're screwed when the tower at large finds out we're here.
Yeah, if somebody finds it mess. Yeah, that, for sure. All right, you want to try to hack it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
these are going to be the hack rules. You're going to be rolling 2 d8s. So the dread die is a d8. Oh, what? Just had balloons flash over my screen. Yeah, so you're going to be rolling 2 d8s and basically lining them up. One, the lowest roll to the left, the highest roll to the right. Then you're going to tell me whether your control die will fall below, at the center, or above.
Copy that. My 2d8s came up 2 and 6.
Okay.
I'm going to roll control, which is a d6 for me, because I just buffed that. It's going to be in between.
Okay.
It came up 6, so that's right on the higher one. That counts as between, right?
That does count as between. You are able to hack into it to find a portion of the camera, specifically the areas that you were walking into. You can rewind them a bit to show an empty hall before the 3 guards walked out that corridor into the area outside to smoke. You can loop that at random intervals.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Brilliant.
All right.
Sweet. So now you have access to that stairwell. Will you be going to the first floor or the basement?
What's our intel say is on those levels?
The basement is the power. Is where the power system is. They asked you to shut that down. The first floor is basically a lot of it's considered the innovation hub. There's a bunch of cubicles there where basically a lot of the minds for the next great innovation for aeronautics work at. So there's a bunch of computers that you can go in and investigate some things.
I think we should go do that first before
We
cutting the
can't
power.
use the computers after we shut the power off. Yeah.
Right.
Brilliant. And we will go to the first floor after our break.
All right. Sounds good. So if you're watching, 10 minutes, we'll be back. Thank you, Max, for running this. Thank you, Cindy, for coming and playing with us. We were lonely. And we'll see everyone afterwards.
Oh.
We're back. Welcome back.
All right.
Howdy.
So we were going upstairs.
You are going upstairs, and it doesn't take you long to open up using the key card the access to Area 1, the innovation hub of the first floor. Now, this is a sprawling open space dotted with cubicles, each a small fortress of forgotten projects and dusty technology. Yeah, it's a maze of personal spaces, each telling the story of its last occupants. Pictures of family members, dogs, houses, people that they've met, just littered throughout this area. There is a prototype display at the center of this room as you're kind of searching about. These prototypes are modules of various aerospace tech never seen before. It's here that you find a prototype model of the Marlow 5 and the code. I need someone to roll me. This is going to be a spirit insight check against a dread D8. All checks made in this room will be a D8.
Okay. My spirit is D6. What do you got?
Same D6.
All right. Well, you go ahead with this one. I did a lot of rolls last time.
Okay. D8 for this room. D6. Okay. Come on. Roll me something higher than a 1. Oh, there we go. I got a 9 versus 4 for the dread. So I win this time.
Brilliant.
Right.
So that's a successful roll. You more than actually Ophelia, it's actually brilliant that you rolled it. Know that this specific code is code that is specific to a room number. It's hidden somewhere within the second floor. But the way that it's written, specifically the dots and dashes of this mysterious code, leads you to believe that it's a hangar. But the question here is, this is a sister location for a tech company, basically. You're seeing a prototype of the mysterious Marlow 5 that a lot of expeditions go out to explore deep space. Ophelia, you've realized and learned that there are no explorers leaving the dome to deep space. That Aeronautics Associates is, in essence, bankrupt. But they have a hangar somewhere in level 2. That, with this insight check, leads you to believe might house this Marlow 5. Now, whether or not it's operational is up to finding out, but you at least know the general directions that will lead you to finding this hangar, should you wish. From this room, there is a door to another area of floor 1, as well as a hallway leading to another room. Are you taking the door or the hallway?
Let's check the door first.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter the break room. A once vibrant space for relaxation is now a quiet witness to the rush of time. Vending machines are dark and tables are strewn with age-old newspapers. If you wish to search here, this will be a lead notice check to search for any specific items that might be hidden.
Yeah, let me do that. My lead's a D6.
Yeah, against the D.
Is yours any better, Zara?
No, all mine are D6s.
Copy that. Can I
Except for
spend
my
that
strength.
last point? That'll make it even.
Sure.
All right.
Brilliant. Searching around, there is a hidden panel behind the coffee machine, usually overlooked, but within contains first aid kits, stimulants that will increase your dread, any dread that's lost by a D4, as well as non-perishable foods. Scattered on a table, there's an audio log device that, as you're walking towards the hidden panel, you hear it's very slight and staticky, but mostly the static kind of draws you in. It's broadcasting some message.
Can I understand it?
You can pick it up and hear it. You hear to onoma mia enenai alpha. Emai kledonomenos sto containment bay 1 boethia. You're trying to understand it. You both can roll for this. It's going to be a mind language check.
Okay.
Against D8?
Yeah.
I matched it 5 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat it also.
Brilliant. So the language is Greek. To our Greek viewers, apologies for what I had just said. But it basically says, my name is Alpha. I'm locked in Containment Bay 1. Help.
We need to go there.
That's who they wanted us to get, right?
That is, yes, the girl that they wanted you to get.
Okay.
Containment Bay 1, again, back to the blueprints that you were looking at, does not exist. You are led to believe that it's in the second floor, potentially within the hangar that you have now knowledge of. So from the break room, there is the door heading back to area room 1, the innovation hub, or you can head off to down a hallway down to area 3.
We were already in area 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking for a room or an area that's not on our schematics.
Correct.
We just found a secret compartment behind, what was it, a vending machine?
Yeah.
With a radio connected to that area. So I guess my question would be, why was this here?
Who put it here?
Yeah. Do we go around looking behind vending machines for the rest of the day, or like what? Why was there? The radio was on when we found it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody left this radio on, put it in a secret compartment, and stuck a vending machine in front of it. And the radio, maybe it's a direct line, or maybe it just happened to be on this frequency, but the radio's picking up alpha from another room that's also a secret. This is mysterious, and I don't like it.
You thinking maybe trap?
Yeah, like this feels like in video game. My husband Lorican, he plays a lot of video games. This feels like in video games when there's just suddenly a bunch of health and ammo, and you're like, why?
And then you enter the next room and you find out why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, why
I've
did we find a
experienced
radio
that.
telling us exactly? Is this a
By the
two-way
way-
radio? Can we answer her?
By the way, what was in that medicine kit?
Oh yeah.
There were. It was just one stimulant to increase any lost stress.
Copy. Is this a two-way radio? Can we answer Alpha?
You gotta answer. Do you gotta answer it?
Can we?
What do you say? What do you say?
Well, first I say to Zara, should we answer her? Oh, Cindy, are you?
I doubt. No, I'm thinking. So okay, so this is a radio, not a recording, correct?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay. So it means it's happening right now.
Well, it means that we're receiving it live. It doesn't mean that it's not being played from a recording on the other end.
Good point.
I'm worried about broadcasting anything over open
Yeah.
airwaves here, but at the same
I don't think
time,
we
she might be able to help us find her.
Conundrum. Well, we're bound to be found at any rate at some point.
At some point, yeah. Would she know you? Would she know your voice?
I don't.
You've never met her.
Okay. No, she would not know me. Why don't we take the radio with us?
Okay.
And if we meet a roadblock, like we just cannot, and we're out of time, then let's attempt to contact. What do you think about that?
I like that. That seems like the play.
Okay.
Are y'all heading down the hallway or going back to area 1?
Hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never go back.
You enter the engineering archive. There are rows upon rows of shelving housing blueprints, project files, and data drives. A treasure
Wow.
trove of pre-fall technological insights. For Zara, this may be a place where you might find some incriminating information that ties.
Exactly what I was thinking. So that is that lead?
Yeah, it's going to be lead against D8.
Oh, actually, my lead is D8. I am sorry. That is D8.
Been leading us astray.
I did, unintentionally though. 6-4, I win that one.
Okay. Searching through these data drives, one with the carried audio log device, the message keeps repeating. It's static, and once it's finished saying Containment Bay 1, Boethia, there's static, a ticking, before it goes back again. But as you are walking further into this room, the static gets... The voice becomes more clear and less staticky. But when you're searching, this exhaustive search reveals plans specifically for the Marlow 5, as well as dozens of galactic coordinates crossed out with a data trove of anomalies. Their faces, names crossed out, deceased marked on them, bunch of notes written on their powers, their specific genetic code, whether or not they found the O strand, how many of them died, if you ever wanted to claim something to shut them down, this would be.
Mhm.
Um,
Definitely.
Well, let's take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking that.
In order to take it, because it is connected to the greater data trove that is within here, it will have to be a control check in order to basically disconnect it successfully from the mainframe without losing the information.
I see. Okay.
So it'll be control versus D8.
My control is D6.
So is mine. So
All right.
that is definitely a D6. I have better light now. That's my excuse. Do you want to roll for this one?
Sure, I'll roll it.
I'll just roll the last one. So.
What's the dread in here?
Still a D8.
I should have let you roll it. That's 3 to 6.
Okay.
I lose.
Yeah, so that is a failure. So I will need take the difference in stress as you in your failure end up touching a live wire that shocks you. So take that difference in stress. A second failure will basically wipe this data card. So
Should I go ahead and try?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we need this thing.
Yeah. All right. Here goes. Damn. 6 to 2. I lose.
okay, that is 2 of your teamwork points. So if you do want to spend these automatically in order to push your luck, you may be able to do that.
And
So-
that means I could roll again, or
Yeah, that is a reroll. So the way that pushing your luck works, you spend your 2 teamwork points and you increase the dread die you're rolling against. So if it's D8 right now, it'll be moved up to a D10.
Against your D6. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You lose again.
right? Exactly. Okay. So go. Yeah. All right. We will do it. Come on. 2-2. So me to beat. Got it.
You got it. Yeah, there is a moment where you're going in and you think disconnecting a single wire is going to free it, but your intuition just the small still small voice within you that says maybe not that one, and you reach for another wire, disconnect that, and then disconnect this data disk. You now have your incriminating information.
Excellent.
Wonderful. From here, there is a hallway back to the to area 3, a door to area 1 that you came from, and then a stairwell that will lead you to area 4. That is the only one that you have not gone through, or the room that you've been in.
There's one more room on this floor.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's go to it.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the project lead offices. Glass-fronted office lines the walls, each belonging to a project leader. Personal effects within are preserved like time capsules. There are specific computers here that, if you look through them, still functional because the power is not off, there is a correspondence. President Pictoris, I know we're asking for a lot, but we need another funding of 10 million. You know, this is a conversation from about 10 years ago, before Pictoris was presumed dead. He writes a simple no. We need legislation to push for anomalies to be citizens, full citizens of the dome. And then another from President Eon. We believe we found the Omega Strand to take us from here. With the transport ship intact, we believe that planetary travel will be easier than ever. End of correspondence. The Marlow 5 is operational. As you're reading this, Ophelia, you feel it before it happens, but there is something invisible within this room that shifts from behind this bookcase with a pistol drawn. It looks like this cyber cop, and it raises this silencer up to you. Up to Zara, and we are actually, because it is a surprise round, it is going to shoot at you, Zara. That is going to be
objection, Your Honor. It thinks I can't see it. I have surprise.
That you do.
Yeah.
That is a good objection. So we are entering combat here.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, I don't want to be noisy, so I'm going to have to use the claws again, even though they are weak. Here I go. That is 4. What's its dread?
Its dread is a D8.
I miss.
Okay.
But I will try again. Oof. I miss even harder.
Yeah.
Hey, it startled me, man. I was like, what?
Yeah, and you see its movements are so slow that while Zara was like reading the correspondence, you kind of looking over her shoulder. This hidden room behind this bookcase slides very slowly as it walks in. You immediately kind of walk in front of Zara to basically strike at it, but it dodges your movements. You see the invisibility fade, and it's there. So that was Ophelia's turn. Zara, it is your turn.
Okay. I have switched to my spear. So I'm going to strike at it. That is this. Okay. Yeah, so I do hit it. Meter beat, so I beat it.
Right, takes a minimum of 1 damage. With that meat.
I think I'm checking to see if It gets +2 to strike, so I got 4 and the dread had 2, so
Okay.
+2. So there's 2 extra points on my die for that.
Got it.
Not sure how to add the modifier to my
On
dice
the
roller here.
on the exploding dice roller, there is dread die, attribute die, advantage, disadvantage, dread modifier, and attribute modifier. So the attribute modifier is what you're looking to click on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it now.
To give it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So that is. You said 2 extra to the difference, right?
So it would have been 4 to 2 with me hitting.
Got it. Alrighty. It is its turn. You see there is a chamber within its chest that opens up, expelling this green gas that's going to be filling up this room. I need everyone to roll me a trauma save. So this is going to be your adventure die against the dread of a D8.
Fail.
Okay, gain 1 trauma.
And sorry, and my adventure die is
A D4.
a D4, right? Okay.
Did my trauma from last time clear?
I don't believe. Well, it's been a couple days, so we'll say yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Weakened. So decrease body, strike, shoot by 1 step.
Okay, so I beat it 7 to 4.
Okay, so you breathe it in, but you are okay. This gas will last for 2 rounds. Brilliant. So that is going to be its action. Its next action, you see it slides this portion of its forearm up and begin to type something on it. That is going to be its turn. Ophelia, or you guys can decide. Y'all can decide who goes first, Zara or Ophelia.
Well, I'm already in melee range. I want to try and grab that silenced weapon it had.
Okay. That is going to be a grapple check. So you can argue for control if you'd like.
It makes no difference if it's body or control.
Well, your body is currently at a step down disadvantage because you're weakened.
Oh, that's right. Control is not harmed. Okay, yeah, I will definitely go for control then.
Cool.
If I spend 2 points, I meet. You want to spend them or save them? It's up to you, Cindy.
We can go ahead and spend them.
All right.
We earn them back pretty fine.
Yeah, I hope not. All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, got it. Got the gun.
Yeah, you get the gun while it's distracted, typing away at its forearm.
Cool. Now I'm going to shoot him with it.
Brilliant. This silencer does give you advantage D6 to ranged to your shoot.
Okay, I'm going to take a step back so I'm not quite so close and then shoot him with his own silence pistol.
Brilliant.
6 against 3.
Okay. You shoot in the chamber within that has opened up. You see that there's that sparks begin to fly. Also, it takes double damage from that. Great. It staggers a little bit before you see that its mechanical eyes begin to blink red. Soft at first before pulsing faster. Zara, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and strike with my spear again. And that is a miss.
Okay. Add a teamwork point for that. That is a miss. It is its turn. I need y'all to roll another trauma save.
That remind me how that is.
Adventure die against the dread.
Copy.
Oh, right.
Failed pretty hard.
Okay, so you get
I
another.
rolled the wrong dice for my spear. I rolled my adventure die. Oh, I failed that one.
Okay, so you have a point of trauma. Ophelia, you have 2. 2 points of trauma. You are still considered weakened, so your body, strike, shoot are still at a disadvantage. Once you hit 3, then it's going to affect your mind and control.
Okay.
Sweet. It is going to lurch forward to try and grab. You took a step back, Ophelia, so it's going to grab Zara, and it's going to attempt to like shove you out the window to the ground below. That is going to be a dread against your body, and your body is currently at disadvantage because of your trauma.
Okay, so
Sorry, it is not a disadvantage. I simplified that for this game. You decrease your body by 1 step. So if it's a D6, it will now be a D4.
Okay. Yikes! I got a 1 and it got a 14. Looks like I'm going flying. Too bad I didn't get feathers.
Ugh.
The window shatters, and you are beginning to fall.
All right.
That is its turn. Ophelia, it is your turn.
I want to try and catch Zara.
Okay. How are you looking to do this?
So she's been pushed out a window. So I'm just gonna hopefully get her before she's all the way out. Just get a
I'm
wrist.
trying to grab on as well, grab something.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just try and get a wrist or an arm and keep her from falling all the way out so she can get in.
Okay. You can do. This would be a body agility check. Yeah. So a body agility check.
Against D8?
Versus that dread D8.
That is a 1 on my body and an 11 on the dread.
No.
You miss her hand. Yeah.
Second action, going for her foot.
If I can suggest something, you do have that teleport.
Oh, right.
Zara can. Yeah, you can just teleport.
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Teleport right back in there.
I'm gonna
away from the window.
Then I will not spend my second action trying to catch her foot. I'm gonna just shoot with my other hand. I've got one hand reaching for Zara, and the other hand I'm gonna shoot the guy.
Beautiful.
I was a little shocked there for a minute. Took me a minute to remember I could teleport.
Does this pistol have a advantage die? You said
it's advantage D6.
Copy. Okay, that's an 11 against 9. They both exploded, but I won.
Brilliant. So sorry, doing the math over here. So you're currently okay. Sweet. The reds of his eyes begin to flicker even faster. You have one more round. If you cannot put him down, he will explode. It is now.
Didn't expect you to say that.
Zara's turn. Zara, you are falling. Down below, you see your company of Omegas losing. Heavy explosions. The ground is just littered with with the dead. The ground seems to be splintered, cracked at areas. Other areas, there's these like large craters that have been created due to whatever weaponry is being used by Aeronautics Associates. They're losing, but you are falling currently, and it's looking bad. What are you doing?
I'm teleporting back in the window
Brilliant. Whoop! Back up.
and moving away from it.
Yeah, yeah.
How close is this guy to the window, actually?
Well, he was just there, so he is at the edge. You teleported right next to him.
Right next to him. If I threw him out the window, where would he would land on my troops?
He would land kind of in the no man's zone of the battle, so kind of towards the center.
I will push him out the window.
Okay, that will be your body power check to push him against that dread D8 because you are.
Still have the D4, right?
Yes. Trauma doesn't go away until you find people to remove that trauma.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's 3-1, and I lose.
Okay.
Damn. So I will move away from him.
Okay. There is another teamwork point here for that failure. All right, this is that last round before it explodes. Ophelia. Oh, I'm sorry. It is its turn. Apologies.
Well, do we have the opportunity maybe for Zara to push that roll since we got the teamwork point just now?
Yes. Sorry, if you would like to push the roll.
All right, sure.
Yes.
That was worse.
Oh.
4-1. Not much worse, but doesn't matter.
All right. These things happen.
Great. It sees that you appeared next to it. It is going to punch you in the gut and then the face, spending those 2 actions to beat you up.
Myself or Zara?
For Zara.
I think, yeah, for me. So that is against body, right?
That is against your defend. So you are going to be rolling your base defend with the advantage that your armor grants you.
Gotcha. What is my base defend is?
On the character sheet is right next to background. So you'll read defend die, and it'll give you the number right there.
Sorry, I'm just not seeing it. Backpack attributes.
So it's not in any of the quadrants. You're going to scroll up. It'll be.
Oh, I gotcha. There it is. I found it. Okay, it's all right. We're already set up then. Ugh, 6-1.
Okay.
Lose. I get beat up.
Yeah, take the difference in stress.
Okay. So that means I'm completely stressed then.
What's
maxed out, right? Because it's only three slots here.
So you're what is your defend die?
D4.
Okay, so you have 8 stress. So that's your max. So you're subtracting from that. So you said the roll was 6.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad.
All good. You said
Here it is. I see it. Okay.
Yeah. So you're subtracting from that.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. So I got it. There it is. All good.
Sweet. So that is its turn as it sucker punches you. Ophelia.
Yeah, this is the last round, eh?
That is. That it is.
I shall shoot him twice. 10. And to 13. So I have missed. I will do it again.
So that's currently 2 teamwork points.
Oh yeah. Wait, those are balloons again.
Yeah.
What's going on? Who's ballooning Max? I missed twice.
Okay. So that is
I wanna push that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
That was cocked.
you sure that you're increasing the dread die?
Understood. So I've rolled 10 for my shoot and 9 for his dread.
Okay.
Successful push.
Nice.
Successful push.
I
with
deal a damage.
a single damage. Boom, right into its shoulder as it just shrugs it off. It's looking a lot more beat up, scratched, and worse for wear. Specifically from one of your shots that shot it within its chamber, but it's still up. Ophelia, it's your turn. You need to deal 5 stress to this robotic creature.
You mean it's Zara's turn, right?
Oh, did I say? Yes, it's Zara's turn.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Yeah, I just took
Okay.
2 shots.
5 stress to the creature. Okay. How far away do I need to be to use the sniper rifle?
You would need to be far. For the purposes of this, let's say you are.
Okay. And I just need to look at my notes to see. That's a +3.
Yeah.
What die do I roll for that, though?
That will be your shoot.
Oh, right, of course.
It is currently at
And
a step down from its original value because of your trauma. So we'll say because you are closer than you technically need to be for a ranged weapon, you can roll your control to shoot.
okay. Nine to 1, I win.
Ooh,
Yes, you do.
you win a lot. Holy moly!
Yes.
9 to 1.
Finally.
I'll ask you this, Zara. With that final shot, you exceeded what you needed to meet before it blew up. What does this look like?
It looks like the bullet hitting it in the head and it falling out the window.
Nice. And midair, as it's falling, blows up as a portion of the building collapses and falls into or over the a portion of the Aeronautics Associates army.
Excellent.
Great. So with the wrap up of this combat, there is that secret room that it just came from.
Yeah, we'll need to check that out.
Should you enter through the bookcase, this room is dark. There's a single flickering bulb out in a area that seems way too far away as compared to what this space allows. It's massive. You're entering a room full of lab equipment, tools for creating and testing new alloys and composites with samples and prototypes scattered around. You see around here a whole mess of cryopods. And in the center of this room, a single body stretched to unimaginable limits. Limbs detached, veins showing, connecting through wires, pulsating. Ophelia, you recognize the face, still alive, half in, half out. Your husband, Lorcan, still alive, heart visible and beating.
Is there anyone else in here?
There is no one else in here.
I think, is his face covered? Is his mouth covered at all?
No. He's phasing in and out of reality at the moment. There's drool kind of like kind of collecting on his chin before it drops down to the floor.
Do you mean phasing in and out of like consciousness, or is he like physically going?
Oh, of consciousness. Yeah, consciousness.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, Lorcan.
He is attempting to like see you, but he's kind of not trusting the voice. You heard multiple voices throughout your journey on the moon, coming from everywhere and nowhere. A voice from this little girl called Alpha, who you're still kind of talking to, where she leaves behind these little tape recorders and talks to you, or all these areas. So you're not trusting your senses, and you hear your wife's voice and you can't trust it. Your head lolls and you look at your wife, disbelieving, not really connecting.
I think Ophelia is going to look around the room and see, how did he get like this? Was this a surgery done to him by hand? Or is there some sort of automated process that I can press reverse on?
It's a mix of both. If you want to try and kind of reverse the process, you'll need to find, this will be I'll say a mind tech role to attempt to work the machines in order to revert the process here.
And what's the dread?
The dread, because this is technically entering the second floor, will be a D10.
1-1.
Wow. Yeah. It takes a little bit. The distant howls of people shouting from below, and then the whirring and ticking of a machine as it clicks alive and begins to very weirdly just like grab at places from his body, just hyperextended, and begin to kind of just fix them up before the device ends. You see his body return to places, but there's a lot of stretch marks before he falls on the floor, just exhausted and alive.
Honey, are you awake?
What? Where? Ophelia, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I came to get you. Have you seen...
It's too late.
What do you mean?
He points to the cryo chambers. Zara, as you're kind of just walking around and kind of just surveying, making sure that nobody's coming through and making sure that the area is secure, cryo chambers were recently opened. There's no one there. You hear Lorcan say to you, Ophelia, they found the strand that they were looking for. They put it in to the military. These robots, these creatures. And you remember the robot you just fought.
Lorcan, I don't give a fuck. Have you seen Mike?
He begins to cry. They're heading to the hangar. He's one of them. One of the robots. One of the... whatever they created. And you hear from across the this chamber a door open, and out steps this person that you actually met before, Jean, who is holding this robotic version of your son, having a gun to his head. You should have just taken the credits. You really should have. Now you're going to leave. We have other things that we need to do. You want your son? You can have him. But we're going to leave. Try anything and I will shoot him.
What do you mean we? Who's we that's gonna leave?
Doesn't concern you. And he looks over to you, Zara. Your people are as good as dead anyway. You want your son? You'll have your son. Turn your backs now and leave.
I think Lorcan stands up.
Yeah.
And on his way up, he's gonna grab the rifle from Ophelia. And I think they both shoot.
Okay. That they do. This...
They're both traumatized.
Yeah, they are. Currently, Lorcan's stats are all...
D4s.
Yeah, D4s.
Okay.
I
will roll for Ophelia first. Yeah. Okay. That's 11 to hit from Ophelia against 4.
Okay.
And now for Lorcan, I gotta find his sheet. Okay, his shoot was already a D4. But what's that rifle give him? +3 to shoot. Okay. So he shoots for 5 against 2.
Quick succession. I mean, Ophelia's roll really did it, but it's a combination of two, where with his standoff, Jean pressing the gun up to your son's head, Lorcan shoots the hand, the gun scattering off to underneath one of the cryo chambers before Ophelia shot just shoots Jean in the head as he stumbles and falls to the ground.
How's Mike?
Mike is just standing there, frozen.
Is he
Just
injured?
Not moving. I mean,
That we
aside
can tell.
aside from the fact that his whole entire body was like replaced and like stitched together with cybernetic parts.
Yeah.
He seems not to fully be there at the moment, just more just stunned, honestly. You see outside from where you're standing is this hangar where you see it is open, revealing the sky up above, where several airships have taken off to fly. Lorcan, you see the Marlowe 5. It's real. It's not just in your dreams. It's out there. And you see Gregory and Jolene wheeling this container, this cryo chamber that has the Greek symbol for Alpha written on it.
They're outside?
They're outside through the door in the hangar.
And I'm seeing them through the window?
You're seeing through past the door. So where Jean came through, the open door reveals the hangar further out.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So we can get there, no problem.
Yeah, you can get there, no problem.
Lorcan's gonna open fire right now with this rifle at Greg.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be against a D4.
Okay.
Is Zara running into the hangar?
I have the sniper rifle. Figuring I'm on pretty good sniper range, maybe.
Okay. You are.
So I'd like to just snipe somebody.
Okay. We'll get that.
I got Gregory. You'll probably get the other guy, the girl.
Yeah.
We'll forget her name, but I shot him for 10 against 3.
Oh, okay.
Or should I just run up and grab the cryo chamber?
Well, I'm shooting them because they're pushing it.
They are.
So hopefully Greg is dead or close to it.
He's close to it.
Okay. I'll let Zara use that sniper rifle while Ophelia just runs for the tank.
Okay. All right. 7-4.
7-4.
For me. So I hit.
Okay. Oh, you're shooting Gregory?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't die, right?
Well, he didn't die against Lorcan's shot, but with your shot, he's definitely dead. With Jolene not strong enough to push this cryo chamber, as soon as the shot hits him, he's like, wait, no! And then immediately gets shot in the head as he falls over right next to the large prototype starship, the Marlowe 5.
Should have known better, Greg.
Jolene just puts up her hand. I didn't know. I didn't know that it was gonna go this far. Please.
No.
Nah.
I think Lorcan has no patience for these two. This is some bullshit right here.
For sure.
I
And
think
this really-
Ophelia less so. She doesn't know who they are, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think Lorcan's over it.
This will be a coup de grace as you just immediately, for stylistic, you just shoot her as she falls dead. The single cryo chamber just falls vertically. The door still contained. Through a small little porthole, you see a small girl, eyes closed, pale white, silvered hair, just remaining stationary behind it, or inside of it. Alpha.
Let's get her.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it
just
take to
having-
get her out of that?
Yeah, great question. But before we do, just out of curiosity, I'd like to pull out that radio we found earlier
Mhm.
and try to say something to her and see if she somehow receives it from in there.
Yeah, and you hear her say, motel, bomb,
Oh, fuck.
bodies,
Shit.
motel,
When?
don't know, so cold.
Fuck. Does
Lorcan,
she...
you know how to operate the Marlow 5. You can fly it.
Well, I mean, I was just 10 minutes ago looking at my own beating heart, but sure, I'll fly a spaceship.
No, we'll get her on this. There's nobody else.
Yeah, let's
on
take the
Marlow
whole thing
5,
onto the ship and steal it. Yeah.
and then we'll blow this building from the sky and get over to the motel.
Yeah. So getting into the Marlow 5, and this is where unfortunately, because y'all failed, or the Omegas failed at taking over the or succeeding against the skirmish,
Right.
we're going to go into starship combat. As you begin to take off, you hear a helicopter coming up behind you, immediately saying, "Put the starship down. Put the starship down," and immediately start to shoot at you. We're going to start starship combat now. So you have a couple of roles that you can take. So the engineers are going to basically roll the ship's dread die. The ship's dread die is a D12.
Okay. I'm the engineer. Lorcan was the engineer on the ship.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're rolling the ship's dread die to defend against attacks. So that is a D12. The ship currently has 24 stress.
I've rolled a 10.
This is against a dread D6.
Oh. Yeah, so Dread was 2.
Great.
That's great.
The helicopters start to shoot at you as you are piloting and defending against the attacks. You can, if you want, divert powers to either the navigator, the engineer, or the gunners to increase that dread die up by a step. But that is up to you. So the ship's stress is 24. The dread is D12. It is now your turn. During ship combat, you have as many actions as there are people within your ship. So you can shoot at them. You can try to roll controlled drive against dread die in order to, I guess, tail it out of there or do some crazy maneuvers if you wish. The captain can grant bonuses depending on success or failed rolls, and that is all.
Number of people on the ship, does Alpha count?
Alpha does count.
So there's 5 of us then. There's 3 Ceridwins, Zara, and Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
5 actions. I think if Lorcan's flying, he's pretty mad, but at this juncture, he will use all 5 actions to try and escape.
Okay.
Because we just need to get to Mike. Or
Copy.
to Matt.
Copy that. So in this case, I'll grant you +5 to your control drive check.
Okay.
Against that Dread D6 to try and hightail it away from them. Another option here is using for granting you a +4 with that 5th action being you diverting power to the navigator in order to move your dread from D12 to a D20.
Move my dread? Why would I want to move my dread up?
Because
you mean the ships?
Yeah, the ship's dread.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
D20 +4 against the what is the
D6
opposition here? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Wow. So I rolled a 1, but with the +4, I still win.
Oh my god.
So it's 5 against 4.
Yep. And it's mostly engaging the hyperdrive on the Marlow 5 as you hightail it away and leave the helicopter in the dust. It's not long before you go into the residential blocks where specifically the motel was. You see that the motel is on fire. Portions of the ground is just erupted in flame. There were bits and pieces of metal that are scattered about. It's a mess, a massacre. And at the center, kind of waving at you, is this old man holding the body of a slumped boy.
Okay. We are gonna land.
Oh.
What the hell?
That's
That's annoying. Hold on a second. You guys have swapped now?
I have no idea what just happened.
Oh my goodness, this is a mess.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it is okay. There you go. All right. Disconnect. Okay, we're landing.
Okay. You're landing. You see the president, as you would all know him to be, President Eon, is no longer walking with his cane, but rather he looks a lot beefier, a lot younger, and he's just smiling at you guys. So this is what it feels like to be an anomaly. Powerful, invincible. He throws your boy over to you guys. You just couldn't leave it alone, could you?
Could you?
I am trying to get us out of this damn dome. Out there, he points out to, beyond the dome. There is a chance of life. This dome will not hold our people forever.
You know, people who aren't pieces of shit do science experiments with permission. You know, you could have asked instead of kidnapping and torturing people.
We work with the legislation that is.
Oh, shut up! I'm shooting this guy.
I was
Yeah.
about to say.
I
Well,
had no interest in what he has to say for himself.
we'll enter combat here. Is this Ophelia that's shooting him?
I imagine Ophelia first because Lorcan is disentangling himself from the cockpit.
Yeah, brilliant. So it'll be Ophelia and Zara for these 2 rounds. So you are shooting against a D12.
Okay. Ophelia is at a D6 with an advantage because of that gun. Holy hell. My D6 exploded 3 times.
Ooh.
Oh,
19
God.
against a D12, you said?
Yes.
19 against 9. 10 damage with that silenced pistol.
Oh my God. Yeah, you shoot like just below the collarbone as the hole goes through him and immediately seals.
Okay, we got to shoot him more. I'm gonna take my second shot.
He heals up 2 points.
Okay, second shot misses.
Okay, second shot misses, so that is a teamwork point. Zara, it is your turn.
All right, I am coming in and with a spear. I am gonna try to stab him. Like, I'm gonna try to stab him in the head.
Okay.
That would be my go-to. Nope. I miss.
Okay, that is another teamwork point. Okay.
And I'll back up a bit. I don't want to be in his arm reach.
Yeah, he is going, you see his,
Wait, did you have 1 attack or 2, Zara?
I only get 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
you see his arm split into tendrils of what was once his arm. Yeah. And lashes out at Zara because you are the only one there. So this is going to be a Dread D12 plus 3 against your defend.
Plus 3. Okay. Yep, you got me.
Okay, take the difference in stress.
I believe that puts me out.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah, because 4, that's 4 more. I only had 3 left, and I just took 4.
If y'all wanted to use some of the stimulants on your trip from aeronautics to the motel, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, yeah, no reason we wouldn't have.
Oh.
Especially if you're that hurt. I've barely taken any damage.
Okay. All right. How?
So
One
just-
stimulant for 1 stress. Is that how that works?
A stimulant, you roll a d4 to heal up.
Oh, okay. Let me actually do this on something that's not going to explode. One. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
so many ones.
with that one, where does that?
Well, that puts me at 4 out of my 8.
Okay. And does that attack put you out?
It still puts me. It puts me at 0.
Okay. Then it's going to grab your lifeless body because once you reach 0, you're dead. Roll up a new character. You're going to be playing as Robot Mike.
We're all family now.
You're all family now. He is going to grab the lifeless body of Zara and throw it at Ophelia. Ophelia, I need you to roll a body agility save against that D12.
It gave me the name Vex Rex. Just I wanted to say that.
Brilliant.
Would you believe 2-2 on the save?
Oh my gosh.
That was a miracle on a D4.
Yeah, you dodge as the body rolls, just as from the stairwell, Robot Mike begins to walk down with Lorcan by his side. Mike sees the fallen body of his brother and is fueled by rage. Okay, top of the round. It is everybody's turn.
Okay, Lorcan is coming out. So I'll just, I think we all just as a family shoot this motherfucker.
Brilliant.
Right?
So Lorcan's got a D4 on everything. Oh, but it explodes, so that's 6 plus 3 is 9 for the rifle. Dread is D12.
Yes.
9 to 3, so 6 damage. And I'm assuming Lorcan's only got one action.
Yes. So it heals up 2 again.
You sounds like you're writing on your microphone.
Oh, sorry.
And then Ophelia's gonna shoot twice. Ooh, Snake Eyes with that advantage D6 against D12. Also a 1.
Okay.
Do I get...
So somehow that manages to hit.
Heals up 2 again.
Second shot explodes to 8. 8 to 5, so 3 damage there.
Okay.
And that is the parents. How about Mike?
Oh, Cindy, you with us?
I'm here.
Yeah, it's
Just
your
looking
turn.
at my... Oh, I'm Mike.
Yeah, you're Mike now.
I forgot.
Zara's head.
Is the Malco 347, is that a weapon?
Yes, that is a ranged weapon.
I will be using that. That has advantage, or is that adventure die 20? Or AD 20 it says.
Oh, advantage
Plus-
D20.
Yeah, advantage.
Advantage D20 plus D4.
Very powerful weapon. So yes, you are going to be rolling your shoot die with advantage D20 and adding +4, which, considering that Mike is now very cybernetically enhanced, makes sense that he would have this weapon.
Okay. So where do I put that extra D4 at? Is it an extra
It's
D4
plus
or?
D4, right? So that means you just roll a D4 and add it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just. All right. And I need to take this off. There we go. Okay. So I got the shot 10/7, except I need to roll that D4. 11/7. So
Cool.
yeah.
Oof. Old man Eon is not doing so hot.
Good.
He is going to, you see as his body begins to kind of just split, his eyes, you see, are shut out from antennae, as it's trying to, in this weird way, heal itself. So first action rolls a 1 to heal. Second action rolls 2 to heal. Okay. It's still up. It's the fam's turn.
Okay. Yeah, you can go. Why don't you go first?
Okay.
I did a lot of shooting.
Oh,
Two
no.
characters.
Yeah, I did not hit that time. That's unfortunate.
You do have your teamwork points to spend should you wish.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, go for it if it'll help you.
Oh, wait, no, that won't help me.
Okay.
It's too far under.
All right.
Nope, that won't help.
Okay. In that case, Lorcan's going to shoot first. 5 against 8. He misses. Ophelia is 4 against 9. She misses. And her second shot, 3 against 8. 3 misses.
Okay. And it's in this moment as the shots ring out, mostly shooting through the weird wiry frame that are like his body's just splitting, the shots firing through him, that he laughs, and before, as he starts to speak, you see Matt stand up, jump onto President Eon, and start bashing him in the head with this loose chunk of gravel that he has on his hand, just sobbing, coughing. He looks so beaten and is just pummeling.
Yeah, he is.
President Eon is dead, and even then, Matt is still just hitting him.
Probably don't need to keep doing that, son.
He just falls down and starts to cry as you hear in the distance police sirens.
Let's use this starship and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
Exactly. There is nowhere safe in the dome. They are after the Ceridwen family. They will find out what has happened. Specifically,
they were after us when we woke up last week, so
yeah,
I don't give a
Nothing's
fuck.
changed.
Yeah, except now we're together and we've escaped. So
exactly. Yeah, the attacks from the Omegas against the corpse only increase, and anomaly propaganda only increases here in the dome. There is only one way out. You must venture beyond the dome, this haven that you've found to be your home. Based on your findings from within the tower, you found that the sphere was a way to hold on to the semblance of life. The only way to leave is, well, to talk to President Pictoris, who will basically cart you from the dome and into the irradiated wastelands of the Blighted Land. Beyond the dome, beyond the light, beyond your home, but you still have family. Here, beyond the Blighted Lands, live anomalies in peace, everyone on equal grounds. What people thought were just scorched lands, the rest of the earth destroyed, it's not true. At least, not anymore. Your next step is to go into hiding, to leave the sphere, and journey into the beyond. And that's where we'll end our game.
Ooh.
And next time, we'll be going to the Blighted Lands for a space western across the western steppe of the world that was.
Cool.
Nice.
Man, I'm glad my heart's back inside me. That's the main thing. That's the thing that I think Lorcan feels the best about.
Oh, yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe having his skin back.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Oh, Max, this was a great one. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Can't
Cindy,
wait.
thanks for joining us.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
This was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right. Well, this Friday coming up, we have our final episode for now of Midlight City, where we are going to be finding out what happens to what we never named our team there, did we?
Nah.
No. Well,
Assholes.
Rick and the Briquettes.
Sure. Sure.
And then starting Monday for 5 days, we will have Arconia Fest 2024 right here on this channel. You've probably noticed tonight and last week we streamed to Twitch and YouTube both at the same time. That was practice because we're going to be doing that all week next week. We have there's one game that's still in flux, but we have somewhere between 9 and 10 games scheduled over 5 days, plus a lot of other things like interviews and special guests. We have some live crafting that we're going to be doing, game reviews,
Live watching.
Yeah, Alan and I are going to make Max watch episode 1 of the first campaign. This is a 5-year celebration of the channel, and yeah, we're going to have a blast. So we hope to see you all there, and peace out.
Peace, y'all.